Arsenal game.
I watched both, mate. And I had my iPad right.
I'm being sarcastic, Gab. I'm being sarcastic.
Main screen was Bayern, Real Madrid. On my little phone, my iPhone 2 was Arsenal.
I wish I could have done the same myself, mate.
Ali, honestly, mate, I was listening to Sam Matterface and I'm thinking, like, poor Ali and Fletch. Oh. Like, they're watching, like, probably one of the worst knockout ties of our generation.
The Arsenal fans, I would think, Gabby, and I'm...
One question I still have, by the way, like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to Killing the Game Media Edition. Why is Sporting not being discussed at all? I get this is the English media. But the one question I still want to see posed that nobody is, and I asked a question on the terrace last night, still haven't read a response. Why didn't Sporting at any point go for it, throw the kitchen sink at it? Just give me an idea as to why you think they didn't do that.
I don't have any doubt that we'll speak to a few of them this morning, right? We'll definitely speak to a few of them this morning. But I can't lie to you. I think they'll be a little bit concerned for what they're watching and what they're seeing. I said after the game, best way to look at it, Mikel Arteta will say, job done, we're in the final, get the players, sit them down. They will not be watching any highlights of that game last night, get in their ice baths, prepare for an outrageously big game on Sunday.
Do you know what I always say, Ali? You know the saying, actions speak louder than words. Declan Rice face after the final whistle.
Yeah.
Said it all to me. That was like, he should be jumping up thinking semi-final. That's the face of a captain saying, we're not great at the moment.
They're not firing, mate.
We're not doing great. If we don't fix up, we're going to get hiding.
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about Declan Rice's facial expressions and what they mean. And they could be right. I do agree partly that Declan Rice is kind of, okay, we got through that one. It was tough. We know we're not in great form at the minute. And it's sort of people going, it's ominous that he's doing it. At the same time, if he did kind of jump around celebrating, job done, yes, we can't wait for the next round, it would also probably be pushed back against us. Well, you got to calm down, mate. You're not playing very well. And that's my only issue with it, is I feel whatever they do, there's a problem. For instance, when they won their semi-final game against Chelsea, Arsenal were in great form back then. They were playing very well. And Declan Rice was asked a question as to, like, how great is it to be in the final? He said, I don't know, I'm knackered right now. And everyone just kind of laughed and joked because they were playing quite well. So Declan Rice is a little bit like that. He's done it on a few occasions this season where Arsenal were playing well but had a bad game, where he was caught going, we're effing crap. He used more choice language. Does Declan Rice, but look, I want your opinion on this. What do you think Declan Rice's facial expressions mean? Let me know in the comment section.
At the Etihad. And I seen a clip of Thierry Henry talking as well last night. He says, I like it. Arteta saying bring the fire, but go and show it on Sunday. I'm not saying anything. Go and show the fire on Sunday. That's where you turn up, Ali, and you make a statement.
100%.
We're going to go there and win. We're not going to go there and go try and get a 0-0.
100%.
We're going to beat you. It was only...
I don't disagree, but they shouldn't be saying that. If they say it, it becomes a harder task. It motivates Man City. And it's also ammunition if they go away. This is what I do find interesting. The whole of last week, they, me, you, Arsenal fans said, tone it down, keep it vanilla, pour cold water on it, no big claims, no massive statements, no war cries. Arsenal are doing that this week, and they've got to show some more. They've got to say some more. They've got to give us some action here. They've got to prove these things. Look at their facial expressions. Why are they not jumping for joy? Why are they not celebrating? So whenever Arsenal celebrate or give it the big one, it's shut down. When they're not doing it, it's ridiculed. Now, on to Thierry Henry. A lot of people keep mentioning Thierry Henry, saying that if don't say you're bringing the fire, show us. We've already seen, and we spoke about it earlier on today, a lot of people misrepresented Arteta, saying that he told us he was bringing the fire tonight. That isn't what he said. He said, I feel like fire. I'm excited. But let's actually listen to what Thierry Henry said, because there's a really important part that everybody is ignoring. And I want to get your opinion as to why.
League though, go and win at Man City. I want to see that fire there. That's the fire I want to see. I believe, Mikel. Yes, but show it.
How do you think he's approached the game at Man City?
Not like tonight, or against Bournemouth, or Brighton away, or Mansfield, or everything that I've seen this season.
That performance wouldn't be enough against Manchester City.
The Man City that I've seen recently. We're talking about the team that won 4 in a row. Liverpool came in between that. If not, it would have been more, right? Again, I do believe, I've been saying since the beginning of the season, this year, I do believe we can win the league.
You see that? I'm going to pause it for a minute because there's some absolute correct criticism from Thierry Henry there that I agree with. And I have said myself. But have you noticed how when Henry criticizes Arsenal, they leave out the most important part of what he says? That he believes in Arteta, that he believes in this Arsenal team. Whenever you just go and listen today to anybody sharing the clip and more so talking about the clip, they say, Henry has said, don't talk about bringing the fire, bring the fire. Henry telling them to actions speak louder than words. And he is. But what they're missing out is Henry saying, I believe in this Arsenal team. I believe in Mikel Arteta. I believe they can get over the line. And my question to you, and I'm not going to give you an opinion on this. I just want to ask you in that comment section below, why? Why do you think they're leaving what I believe to be the most important part of that sentence out? That he believes. Is it because it doesn't get the same traction? Doesn't make the same Elon coin? Is it a mistake? Have they just missed that out? Is it unimportant that Henry believes they can and or will bring the fire? That they can and or will win the league? Is that irrelevant to his point, in your opinion? I'm open to all suggestions, but I want your views. I want your opinions on it. I want to know what you're thinking and you are feeling.
Bluffing it. You got the manager talking about they're on fire. You got him now saying...
See that right there? I haven't seen this clip yet. Right there. The manager didn't say they're on fire. This is what I mean by misrepresentation. Now, I have scathed at Arsenal this week. Don't do the big media calls. Don't do the big noise. Don't do anything. Don't do anything crazy. Do absolutely nothing. All the manager said is how he feels. He feels fire at the minute. He's excited. And straight away, on one of the biggest TV shows, one of the biggest football shows on planet Earth, you hear that. He said they're on fire. Arteta did not say they were on fire. And surely, absolutely surely, we should be demanding that the mainstream media, if they're going to talk about what football players and managers have said, by the way, content creators to a certain degree, most of us, one-man teams, two-man teams. This is a production company that will have hundreds of people behind the scenes, researchers, producers, directors. They could easily put up on the screen a correction. That isn't what he said. I think the media have to do better in this situation.
We want to win every game. Well, I've just watched 2 games against Sporting where you didn't want to win those games. You tried not to lose. And the best part about it, which actually winds me up now, because when Arne Slot spoke about...
See, again, I disagree with that. I don't think they attacked well enough. I think their attacks were awful across both games by their standards. But they weren't not in a position to play the final ball, to put the opportunities in, to score the goals. They fluffed their lines. They didn't sit behind the ball for 180 minutes, not trying to attack. Again, I think the criticism of Arsenal is fair and right. But you've got to criticize the right things. Suggesting that Arsenal didn't try to attack is incorrect. They just messed it up every time. It weren't good enough. So if you're going to criticize, you've got to criticize the right things, in my opinion.
Earlier in the season, but played against a low block. Got crucified by older players coming out, Steven Gerrard coming out. So that's what we always have to do when you're a top team. He just spoke about how difficult it is to play against a low block and a lower team because they're trying to stop us. You try and stop everybody.
No, see, again, this is a lie. I'm sorry, Troy. Arsenal do stop everybody. But Arsenal will have played this season with the highest line in the league against the lowest blocks in the league, and this is a fact. So again, I don't even think Arne Slot's wrong for saying it's hard to break down teams that sit back. It is a fact. It's harder to break them down. People spoke about how they want to see more Real Madrid Bayern Munichs. Well, it does take 2 to tango. Arsenal's line for the majority of this season, Champions League, Premier League, has been high. The teams against them generally sitting quite low. You can't blame Arsenal for that. And people have been doing that all year, and I think that is disingenuous punditry.
Every week. What are you talking about? And again, talk about messaging and the delivery of the message. I think Declan is obviously trying to put the captain's hat on and tell all the right messaging. Unfortunately, the camera caught your face at the end of the game. That was a sigh of relief. That wasn't a yes, job done, on to the next one.
Yeah.
And then, just take it back, you see Doku's interview after the game against Chelsea. This weekend is a massive game. Can't wait for it. We're looking... The positivity, the way that they're saying it is like, Man City are like, OK, we've got another chance. We didn't think we we're going to have another chance. This is it. Arsenal are going, if we don't lose, then we'll be all right. If you go to games with that mentality, I just think you're under pressure. And I think at the moment,
But he did say bring
The Arsenal players didn't say that, though. Fans are saying it, absolutely. But the Arsenal players didn't say it.
it on. We can't wait.
At the end.
Yeah.
At the end.
So what he did say, I didn't see the interview. So Declan Rice did say, bring on City. We can't wait. We're up for it. And then Troy Deeney goes, yeah, but he said that at the end. Because the interview was about the Champions League game.
But did he say, bring it on? I can't wait. Or did he go,
But is that his
I'll be
personality?
ready? What?
Hang on, but let's be blunt. If he'd said bring it on in that way, you would ridicule him. You'd be going, hang on, you're playing crap. What do you mean bring it on? That's the bit I can't quite get my head around. So he says what they want him to say, but not in the right way. Doesn't over-celebrate. Oh, it means they're nervous. If they celebrate, it's called over-celebrating. I find the whole thing very, very duplicitous indeed. I really do. I think that the criticism Arsenal have got in the last 5 games has been justified on every level, and I have taken part in that, and I stand on it. But at the same time, we're hearing what Arteta said misrepresented and lied about, because he didn't say they're on fire. We're hearing the Declan Rice thing. Okay, if you think his face is ominous, I'd appreciate your opinion on it. But let's not pretend that when they celebrate winning, you ain't won it yet, every time they celebrate a win also gets said. Equally, on Henry, they keep mentioning on what Henry said, but ignoring the fact he said he believes in them and that he believes they'll do it and he believes they'll bring it and believes they'll win the league. So why the if Arsenal are so bad and you're able to criticize them properly, why does everything in the last 24 hours, why has it all been misrepresented and essentially lied about? What's the motivation in your opinion? Media, do better.